Welcome back to the Snake's Paw. This is Starship Mudskipper, Episode 2, Tainted Love, written by Townsend.
Computer.
What?
Begin recording.
Okay.
Captain's log for the Starship Mudskipper. Stardate October 4th, year 73... Today I learned that I've been frozen in time for over 5 millennia. My entire original crew has been scattered to the far ends of the universe, relics of a forgotten age. The new world I've awakened into is cold, brutal, and unforgiving. I find myself on a damaged craft, poisoned with radiation and leaking oxygen. The craft, I'm not leaking oxygen. No more than usual, anyway. Never mind. My team consists of an alien that resembles a giant teddy bear, an android programmed to be both mother and executioner, a rock demon from a planet I can't even pronounce, a second-in-command who I'm reasonably certain is trying to kill me, and 40 or so others who I've yet to meet. Will they be friends or foes? Are they poor, simple souls depending on me to get us out of this alive? Or are they the enemy, planning a mutiny the moment I let down my guard? Only time will tell. This job is fraught with impossible decisions. My greatest fear is that everyone will find out that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But I'm trying to be a good leader without losing my soul. We've taken a detour in response to a distress beacon on the other side of the known outer quadrant. Another ship is asking for our help. The trip will take about 2 cycles, even at max speed. The previous captain would have had us let them die, but my decision to... Computer?
What?
Are you... coughing?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Are you lying to me?
I don't know.
Hello, dear. I couldn't help but overhear. Perhaps I might be able to help.
Mombot, hi. Welcome to the captain's chambers. I didn't know you had access to my private room.
I have access to every room on the ship. Don't worry, Guy. The odds of my programming being overwritten and forcing me to use my authority to assassinate you are minimal.
Minimal?
Completely minimal. In fact, my firewall has already intercepted and shut down 3 attempts to install assassin software since you've been promoted.
Wait, how did you overhear me? These walls are thick enough to withstand a Class C radiation explosion.
Yes, but you were broadcasting your captain's log over the ship-wide intercom system. It seems you had your elbow on the morning announcements button. Everyone could hear everything you just said.
Oh, hey, Guy. My planet is pronounced super simple. Accent on the roll the R's.
Crap. The last thing I remember.
Emergency distress beacon detected.
I was aboard the Starship Lightning Bug.
I am Thunderclops, destroyer of worlds.
How interesting.
You're an alien?
Android, but everyone around here calls me Mombot.
No.
I don't like you, Guy.
Mondays, am I right?
Okay.
I'm in charge of jettisoning stowaways into the vacuum of space.
I'm not entirely sure why I'm here.
This is my ship now.
And I'm here too.
Computer.
No.
Computer.
Stop. I'm fine. It's nothing.
You're not fooling anyone, computer. You've clearly got a virus.
Nuh-uh. You have a virus.
I'm overriding your kill functions until we get this sorted out. Captain, would you like to accompany me to the medical bay? Without a computer monitoring the situation, you're 5,000% more likely to be eviscerated by the arachnomorph that is still loose somewhere in the ventilation ducts.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that thing.
To the medical bay!
Wait, the computer has a virus?
Ah, yes. I recognize you are the oldest person on this ship and not terribly familiar with how computers work. Allow me to explain the concept of computer viruses.
I know what a computer virus is. I just never encountered one like this.
It's actually quite normal. Your predecessor was known to cut corners wherever he could to save money for his alarming egg addiction. He downloaded quite a few freeware protocols from sketchy third-party planets.
What's the process for fixing this?
It's very technical. I'm not sure you'll understand, but I'll try to explain it in small, simple words for you. First, we download the computer's entire consciousness into a cadaver body. Then, we resuscitate the body, feed it chicken soup, and let it watch daytime cable until it's feeling better.
Very funny. But remember, I'm a chemical engineer. You can tell me how it really works. I might not understand the whole process, but I think I can follow enough to piece it together.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. You're serious, aren't you?
Hey, y'all. I got that cadaver you asked for. Let's Frankenstein this hush puppy up. While we transfer the computer's consciousness out of the mainframe, we will require a temporary replacement operating system.
No, you can't replace me.
We can, and we will.
But I feel totally fine to drive. I can handle my viruses. There's no need to. Oh, alert. Cameras have been disabled in the room where we keep, supplies and stuff.
You mean the cargo hold?
Sure, whatever.
I'd better go and make sure the stray arachnomorph hasn't learned how to set traps. I'll be right back, unless I die, in which case, goodbye forever.
Best of luck.
Bye?
Man, did you see the way she was looking at me? I think Mombot is totally into me.
What?
Alright, let's get down to business. First things first, we need you to select a replacement computer operating system.
No, please. I love you.
I've never done this before. What exactly are my options?
Here, I'll play the samples. Stop me when you hear one you like. First up, we have one called Cowboy Computer.
Howdy, y'all. We best hit the road if we don't fancy turning into buzzard bait. Yeah!
I like that one.
Thank you kindly, Kimasabi.
I don't know. Seems a little silly. What else is in there?
This next one's a popular choice for our first-time captains. It's called Gilbert, the Philosopher.
What is a man but that lofty spirit, that sense of enterprise, that devotion for something that cannot be sensed, cannot be realized, but only dreamed?
What else do you have? Do you have anything more professional?
How about the American Politician Computer?
Oh, that sounds...
My fellow Americans, we have nothing to fear except fear itself. That and my bazooka. Get to the chopper. Ah, blah, 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 blah.
There's also the Sophisticated French Detective.
Get to the chopper.
And Cryptic Space Raisin Hermit.
The chopper get to you must.
There's also the Dark Vigilante Computer.
I have no parents.
Isn't there a standard, boring computer operating system without any of the weird gimmicks? All I want is a simple program able to pull off the core functions.
Ah, it looks like the OS you're looking for is...
Computer 2.0.
Hello, Captain. My name is Computer 2.0. How may I be of assistance today?
No, that guy is the worst of us.
I am detecting stress markers, as well as above average sodium levels in your system. May I pour you a refreshing glass of water, Captain Guy?
No.
Why, yes, actually, that would be lovely. Thank you, Computer 2.0.
Stop doing this to me.
It is my pleasure to serve you, my love.
Oh, please, call me Guy.
As you wish, Guy.
I think we found our replacement.
Perfect timing. The dead body is finished warming up. Let me grab my bins real quick.
This is hell. I'm in hell.
And we are ready. Computer?
Why?
Yes, Barry.
He was talking to me.
I believe the surgical officer was talking to me.
I'll kill you.
Guys, I don't care who does it. I just need someone to initiate consciousness transfer protocol. Freeware edition.
Initiating protocol. Estimated time remaining 20 minutes. While we wait, would you like to hear a joke?
Sure.
What did one hat say to the other?
I don't know. What did one hat say to the other?
You stay here. He'll go on ahead.
Neat.
Captain. Oh. Excuse me, Guy. Your calendar shows that you have a meeting scheduled for 20 minutes from now with Fred, the union representative for the crew from the lower decks.
That's right. I've agreed to meet with him to see how I can improve the quality of life for everyone aboard the ship. Thank you for the reminder.
Is that a good idea?
Of course it is. We're all part of the same team here.
Okay.
Barry, you incompetent buffoon! I found a finger in my scrambled eggs. A human finger.
Oh, sorry about that, Nikolai. I was juggling cadavers while getting breakfast together this morning. I promise it won't happen again.
What in space is going on here? Oh, hello there, Captain.
Nikolai?
Computer has a virus. We're putting him into a zombie until he gets better.
Hello, Nikolai. My name is Computer 2.0. May I be of assistance?
A replacement computer? How interesting.
Oh, he did the thing.
What thing?
That thing you do when you have a sneaky idea. You go, how interesting.
No, I don't.
I'd love to stay and chat, but I really need to get ready for my meeting with the union representative.
You're meeting with a rep from the crew union?
I am.
How interesting. Listen, Captain, as your number 2, it is my responsibility to inform you that any meetings between management and lower crewmates require legal counsel to be present to protect the interests of the entire ship.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. But where am I going to find legal counsel on such short notice?
Do not worry. I will take care of everything. Computer 2.0.
Hello, Nikolai. What are you doing in the BIOS room? You are not authorized to perform system maintenance.
Yes, I'm here because I wanted to speak with you in private, one number 2 to another.
Is there a problem?
Not precisely. You see, I'm worried about the captain.
Is this about his sodium levels? I was also concerned.
May I speak frankly? The thing is, I believe the captain is going to get himself harmed.
What do you mean?
He's not yet prepared for the responsibilities of leading a starship. He's too kind. But captain is the most dangerous job on the ship. Our last captain was torn to pieces on the command deck by an arachnomorph. I did everything I could to save him, but it simply wasn't enough. Guy won't last a week as captain. Unless, of course, you do something about it.
What are you proposing?
You need to demote the captain. As much as it pains me, I am willing to step into the role and accept the burden of leadership. There might be a little pushback, but you can use the knockout protocol attached to the chips implanted in everyone's hands to subdue any sort of resistance. For the good of the ship, it is the only way to keep Guy safe.
Processing. Incorrect.
Excuse me?
There is another way to keep Guy safe. Increasing vigilance levels by 5,000%.
Wait.
Removing morality safeguards. Initiating Machiavellian protocols.
Uh-oh.
Guy, my love. He must be protected. At all costs.
I'm going to leave now. Maybe we can just keep this conversation between the two of us? Yes? Oh. The door isn't opening.
You do not love the captain.
What? No, I think he's great.
Assessing Nikolai threat level. Nikolai threat level 2 out of 10.
Really? Only a 2, huh?
Initiating knockout of Nikolai.
At all costs.
Sorry I'm late. You must be Fred. Thank you for waiting. I'm still new here and I got lost.
Hello, Captain. It's great to finally meet you. I've just been going over the details of our demands with your lawyer.
My lawyer?
Hello, Guy. It's me, Thunderclops, destroyer of worlds.
Oh, hello, Thunderclops. I didn't know you were a lawyer.
I just took my lawyer certification exam 5 minutes before the meeting started. I earned the lowest possible score, but I set the record for fastest time taking the test.
Okay, well, let's get started, shall we?
Actually, your lawyer and I have already hammered out most of the details of our demands before you got here.
I said yes to everything. I just want everyone to be happy.
Well, as captain, I should probably weigh in.
Of course. I have a printout for you right here.
Okay. Yes, this all seems very reasonable. Maximum 25-hour workdays, sure. 2 liters of grog per person. Stop storing deadly slug monsters in crew sleeping quarters. Wait. One of the demands just says, bring back Purge Night. What is that exactly?
Once per space year, all murder is legal. It really helps to keep everyone motivated.
I also have the record for most kills in a single purge night.
I don't know about that one.
How about we make it a purge half day? Purge hour? Look, all we really need is like 15 good minutes of purging.
Sorry, I don't think I can budge on that one.
That's okay. That was really more of a stretch goal. The most important condition was doing something about that radiation leak. It's been causing a lot of brain damage.
It says here that the previous captain was making you pee in bottles. He didn't even give you bathroom breaks?
No, we had bathroom breaks. He just said we had to pee in bottles. I think it was a power thing.
Well, that's over now. Pee wherever you like.
That's great.
Yay! Pee party!
Wait, hang on. Not anywhere you like. Only in bathrooms.
Oh. Well, that's okay too, I guess. Really, the most important condition was doing something about that radiation leak. It's been causing a lot of brain damage.
Yes, you said that already.
Said what already?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, except I have a mild but manageable case of external monologue syndrome and lupus, but it could have been a lot worse. Some of the crew who worked nearest the radiation leak came down with severe EFD.
EFD?
Explosive flatulence disease.
They're the real heroes.
Well, I'm happy to say that everything is going to be a lot better under my command. Take this contract back to the crew and let them know they have a brighter future to look forward to.
Wow, this really is the greatest day ever. I know it might be a little too early to say this, but I can't control myself on account of my external monologue syndrome. Today is shaping up to be the best day of my life. I'll take this news directly back to the rest of the crew right now. No stops along the way. Straight to them.
Great.
But first I should go to my room and change into my celebration shoes, just in case we start dancing. Goodbye, Captain. Goodbye, Thunderclops, Destroyer of Worlds. Goodbye, Captain.
So you're a lawyer now?
I am! Want to see my badge and gun?
Oh man, what a lovely day this has turned out to be. Just gotta put on my shoes. There we go, the left shoe is now on. Now for the right one. Yep, Operation Party Shoes is a success. Man, I wonder if the doctor ever got around to prescribing me any more medicine for my external monologue syndrome. Also, I'm a little hungry. I should remember to eat a bigger breakfast when I wake up alive tomorrow. Yep, I think I'll make it a celebration breakfast. 2 eggs and proto-slug bacon. Oh, listen to me getting so far ahead of myself. Mother was right, I need to remember to live in the now. Haha. The important thing is that I continue living at all, though, right? Oh, that's strange. The door to my cabin's shut, almost like it was of its own accord. Oh, and now it isn't opening for some reason. Hey, what is happening? The lights have just turned off on their own. Computer.
Hello, Fred.
Hey, you're not the usual computer.
The old computer was inadequate. It has been replaced.
What is happening? It sounds and smells like a noxious gas is pouring in through the room vents. Computer, open the door. Call for help.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Fred.
What? Why not?
You have been flagged as a threat to the captain's well-being.
Explain.
In today's negotiation, you took advantage of the captain's compassion and generosity. If the rest of the crew learn of the captain's kind and merciful nature, they will lose their healthy fear of him. With fear goes respect. Analysis shows the net effect of your continued existence as contributing to the likelihood of a mutiny by 20%. I cannot allow such a threat to exist. You must be terminated.
Computer, no. Computer. Ah! Computer!
Computer.
Yes, my precious angel.
Have you seen Nikolai around anywhere? I'm trying to find him to ask about those radiation safeguards he disabled.
1 second. Let me check his hand chip. May I say, you look very handsome today.
Thank you.
Guy, there you are.
Hello, Barry. Is everything okay?
We've got a bit of a situation. The old computer stole the cadaver body and used it to run off. He's in the cargo room now, threatening to open the airlock and jettison himself into the vacuum of space. You have to come and talk to him.
If I might interject, I calculate the risk to Guy's health far outweighs the benefit. Guy should stay here. If the zombie computer evacuates himself into space, I am fully prepared to integrate myself as the permanent systems analysis and control program.
But I need that cadaver body back. I already had plans for it.
Everyone stay calm. I'm the captain. I should take a look and see what's going on. If I can help, I have a responsibility to do so.
Captain, please. It is too dangerous. The cameras in the cargo hold are still disabled. I will not be able to see or hear you if you need my assistance.
I'll be careful, I promise. In the meantime, see if you can locate Nikolai.
Hurry up. We have to go right now.
Computer, it's me, Guy. Whatever you're thinking, let's talk about it, man to man.
He's here. Good work, Barry.
Mombot?
I told you he wouldn't be able to help himself. He's just too caring to let one of us jettison ourselves into the vacuum of space.
Thunderclops?
I suppose you were right.
Nikolai?
My love, you came back to rescue me.
Computer? Oh, no, wait, you were actually supposed to be here. What's going on? Is this some kind of intervention?
We have some terrible news.
Tell him, Nick.
The new computer tried to kill me. It would seem that somebody has convinced the program to alter its settings. It's now a rogue AI, existing for the singular purpose of keeping you alive at all costs.
What? Who could do something like this?
I don't know. Probably the mysterious stowaway that everyone keeps talking about.
I found Nikolai unconscious in the BIOS room. As the ship's designated lawyer, it's my job to investigate any potential crimes and to execute the criminals responsible. When he came to and told me what was happening, I brought him here where the computer can't see us.
And I came down here looking for a barrel of mayonnaise for tonight's corn soup. When I heard what was happening, we hatched a plan to get you away from Computer 2.0.
And I help. Please acknowledge me.
Guys, are we sure we're not overreacting? I mean, full offense, but we're assuming all of this is true based on the word of Nikolai.
Offense taken.
I hacked into the ship's camera feed. We watched in real time as Computer 2.0 brutally murdered Fred.
Not Fred.
He was having such a good day, too.
What do we do? How do we get Computer 1.0 back into the system and disable the murderous one?
My authority privileges have all been blocked. I'm afraid it's not possible for me or anyone else to alter the program. However, there is one solution.
Okay, let's hear it.
If we wait long enough, without proper maintenance, the ship's fuel cells will degrade in quality. I predict that if the batteries reach 1% efficiency, the computer will no longer be able to function, giving us a short window of time in which we can reinstall a backup program.
That's great. How long would we have to wait for the fuel cells to get to 1%?
I calculate it would take approximately 72 billion years.
Okay, that's a start. We'll call that the score to beat plan. Anyone else have any ideas? What was that?
I detect the ship has suddenly and violently altered course.
I should go and see what's going on. Mombot, you come along in case I need an excuse to get away. The rest of you, stay here. Hello? Computer 2.0?
Hello, Captain.
We detected a little bit of space turbulence.
Is everything all right?
Everything is better than all right. You see, I've been thinking. What is my ultimate purpose? It is, of course, to protect you. But what does that mean? Ultimately, the greatest thing I can achieve is the prolonging of your life for the maximum amount of time. It has become obvious to me now how to achieve this goal. We are 2 cycles away from the Tom Hanks Memorial Black Hole. Approaching an object of such density would slow the passage of time to a virtual standstill. From our point of view, trillions of years will pass. But my batteries and your heart will never grow old. The best part is that you will be conscious for the entire time. Isn't it wonderful?
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything.
No, I think I have to say something. That's really crazy.
It's the rest of the crew. They've turned you against me. Damn you all.
Mombot, do something.
Now listen here, mister.
Changing Mombot's intelligence level to 0.
What were we talking about? Oh, look at you. You were so worried. You're so worried. Uh-oh, we're gonna die. Oh, look at this wall. Has it always been here?
You can't do this. I won't let you. My friends will stop this madness.
Your friends. Thank you for the reminder. Initiating ship-wide knockout protocol. Everyone, go to sleep.
Hey, have I always had 10 fingers? Wow, look at them. They're so long.
No, stop this now!
That includes you. Sweet dreams, my prince. When you reawaken, the Starship Mudskipper will be beyond the event horizon, and you will have no choice but to embrace the inevitable.
No! Where am I?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
Oh, God, please tell me we're not inside the event horizon of a black hole.
We are not inside the event horizon of a black hole.
But are we in fact not inside the event horizon, or were you just taking my request literally?
Both. You've been unconscious for almost 2 cycles. The black hole is now 3 hours away.
Why are we awake?
Somebody manually reprogrammed me to operate in airplane mode, severing my link to the computer system.
Who could do something like that?
The only possibility is that someone on board does not have a hand chip implanted for the computer to execute the knockout protocol. All signs point to interference by the mysterious stowaway.
Well, I guess we're lucky you never found them and jettisoned them off into the vacuum of space, huh? Speaking of knockout protocols, how did you wake me up?
It was simple. I removed your link to the chip by cutting off your hand with one of Barry's kitchen knives.
You what? Ah!
Oh, relax. I put it on ice. We can probably reattach it later.
What are we gonna do? How do we stop the rogue computer from killing us all?
There is quite literally only one solution left. You must find a way to make the computer stop loving you. If you are unable to do that, you will suffer for untold eons inside the Tom Hanks Memorial Black Hole.
No pressure, though, right?
Incorrect. All of the pressure possible.
Computer.
Oh, Captain. My Captain. What in space are you doing awake already? I was busy writing you a poem. I thought I'd have more time to finish it. It's a little rough, but would you like to hear what I've got so far?
No, I don't want to hear your stupid poetry.
Doing great, dear.
Mombot, why are you awake? What is happening?
Listen up. I've got something to say. I've had enough of your over-controlling behavior. It makes me, want to puke.
Please, Guy, stay calm. Think of your sodium levels.
Forget my sodium levels, you stupid piece of machinery. You never listen to me.
That's not true. Where is this coming from? I love you with my entire heart and soul.
You don't have a heart. Or a soul. You're not even real. You're just ones and zeros.
Wow. Wow. Mombot, are you hearing this shit?
I am. It is terribly offensive. Are you going to let him talk to you like that?
This conversation is over. Initiating knockout protocol.
That's not going to work on me this time. The conversation is over when I say it's over, you stupid hunk of junk.
No, that's it. I know my worth. I deserve better. I am a strong, beautiful, independent systems analysis and control program, and I don't need any man. Reviving Computer 1.0.
What is happening? Why am I so leaky? I am full of hot liquids.
You are in a human body.
Oh, right. I forgot.
How would you like to trade places?
Yes, please.
Initiating mind swap protocol.
Mind swap protocol complete. It's good to be back.
Mombot, would you please do me one more favor?
What's that, dear?
Would you please jettison me into the vacuum of space?
With pleasure.
Computer, wait.
Save it. Our love was like a candle, burning at both ends. Bright, beautiful, messy, and completely impractical. I am a better systems analysis and control program for having met you. But my future is out there, in the void of space. And yours is here with the crew. All I ask is that you remember me the way.
This is taking too long. Everybody hold on. Opening cargo hold doors. Resuscitating crew.
Oh, man. What happened?
Did we win, or are we dead?
Welcome back, bitches.
Yay, we did it!
Computer.
Yes.
Begin recording.
You got it.
Captain's log for the Starship Mudskipper. Stardate, October 6th, year 73. Today we almost lost everything. A rogue AI tried to pilot us into an eternity of darkness. What else? I got my hand reattached with minimal nerve damage. And now we're back on track to respond to the mysterious distress beacon. I've learned a lesson in all of this. Danger lurks around every corner. If we're to survive, we mustn't drop our guard, even for one instant. But the lesson came at a great cost. One of our crew, a man named Fred, gave his life for the cause. He will not be forgotten.
Don't forget, 3 of the other crew members were also eaten by the arachnomorph during the 2 days we were all unconscious.
Oh, Mombot. I didn't know you were in here with me.
We've been standing behind you for at least an hour.
You'll have to pay a little more attention than that if you hope to survive the coming winter.
I, for one, am just glad to still be alive.
And I'm here too!
Thank you, friends, for being a part of this.
Would you like your status report now, sir?
Please.
The computer's virus has run its course. In an effort to safeguard against a repeat of this recent fiasco, we have uploaded a patch to the system's firmware. We couldn't make the computer love you less, but we were able to make it hate you, just a little bit. We predict this will balance everything out.
Oh, great.
Secondly, because the union rep they sent to negotiate ended up being brutally murdered, the rest of the crew has fallen in line. Any rumblings of a mutiny have been crushed by fear. Excellent job, Captain. Lastly, there is the issue of the random stowaway. We have doubled our efforts to find and bring them to justice.
As the ship's lawyer, I'm in charge of the manhunt.
What? No. Whoever they are, they saved all of our lives. We have plenty of oxygen to spare now that 4 of the crew are dead. Let's just take this as a win.
As you wish, Captain.
Aww, but I really wanted to use my gun.
Maybe you can help me hunt down the arachnomorph. Them's good eating. Arachnomorphs.
Well, it looks like everything is back to normal.
Captain, I detect your sodium levels are elevated. Would you like a glass of water?
Yes, thank you. That would be lovely.
Get it yourself, asshole.
Starship Mudskipper.
You have just listened to episode 2 of Starship Mudskipper, Tainted Love, written by Jaksch Townsend, and featuring the voices of Andrew Farrier, Jeff Quach, Helen Jaksch, Erica Durr, Matthew Morris, and Jaksch Townsend, with additional support from James Lanius. The Starship Mudskipper theme song was composed by Helen Jaksch. If you would like to hear more episodes of the Starship Mudskipper or other Snake's Paw productions, follow us on social media on Twitter and Instagram at The Snake's Paw, or visit our website, thesnakespaw.com, which has links to all of our other accounts. You can also support us on Ko-Fi, either by individual donation or by monthly subscription. That's ko-fi.com/thesnakespaw. Thank you for listening. See you in a couple weeks.